Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up the Discord bot for vRP. Now, if you don't already have it downloaded, you can download it in the description below, or you can search vRP Discord bot on GitHub, and you'll be looking for the one that's on the second page at the time of this video. Now, once you have it downloaded, you'll need to extract it in its current location. Once it is extracted, you want to make sure it's not inside of another folder like mine currently is, and you want to rename it to whatever you like or remove the dash main like I am. Once you have done that, you can add it to your server. I'm going to add mine to the main directory. You can add yours wherever you like. Once you have that done, you need to open up the bot and you'll need to delete the package -lock. Once you've done that, you'll need to open the .env and the config.json. To do both at the same time, you can highlight the .env, hold Control, and click on the config.json. And then you can right click and open with whatever text editor you'd like. That'll open both of them. Now if you're using Notepad++, you can just drag that tab over and move to other view so they're both next to each other. From here, you'll need to get your Discord bot ID or bot token. You'll need your server ID number, and you'll need the bot ID number from the server. To get those, first you need to create the bot, and you'll go to the Discord developer portal. Now if you don't already have an account, you'll need to create one. Once you get it created, you can just go to applications and new application. From here, you just name it whatever you like. I'm going to just name mine 5M and accept the terms and services. From here, you'll get your bot generalized information. You can change the picture, you can change the name, and all this other stuff to customize it to your liking. Once you get that done, you can go to your auth and you'll go to URL generator. From there, you'll need to enable application commands and your bot scopes. Once you add the bot scope, another one will pop up, your bot permissions. You'll need to do administrator. And then you'll scroll all the way down, you'll get a generated URL link, and you'll copy it and paste it in a new tab. This will authorize that bot for whatever channel you give it to. I'm going to put mine in my testing server, but to change it, you'll just find the drop down and add it to whatever server you like. Once you do that, you hit continue. Make sure it has administrator permissions checked and authorize. Do the CAPTCHA and you'll get a success. Once you have the success, you can close that tab and go back to your bot. Once you get back to your bot, you'll go to the bot tab. Here's where you can change the username, the one that appears inside the server, and the icon for it. But you'll want to scroll down to where it says intents, and you'll want to enable all three and save those changes. To ensure your bot has permission, you can always do it here as well. I'm going to do that now. Make sure it has 8 for your permission integer. Once you get that, you'll scroll all the way back up and you'll find where it says token and your reset token button. You'll click that and it'll ask you if you want to reset it. You want to, and you'll get your token and you'll just copy it. Once you get it copied, you go back to your text editor and you'll find where it is in your .env file and just paste it in inside of the quotation. Once you got that done, you'll go to your Discord, and on the right side you will now have a new bot. You can just right click on that bot and copy its user ID and go back to your text editor, and where it says your client ID, that is your bot ID number, and you'll just paste it in. Once you have that done, you go back to your Discord, and whatever channel you put it in, you'll just right click on that channel and go to copy server ID. Once you have that done, you'll just, on the .json, it's your test server. On the .env, it is your guild ID number. Now if you have a MongoDB, you'll change the URL now. If you're just using the OX MySQL, you'll just leave it right now as is. And on the config.json, you have a developers tab. You can give specific people developer tags to interact with the bot. If not, you can remove it by just deleting it out, or you can leave it and change the number to whatever ID you are. To get your ID, you'll just right click on your number or your name and copy user ID. Once you have done that, you can close both the .env and the config.json, saving them, and you'll need to go back to your server, open up the CFG file folder, and open up CFG file. This is where you set up your webhooks. Now to set up your webhooks, you'll go back to your server, you'll right click on your server, go to server settings and integrations. From the integrations, you'll go to where your webhooks are, and you'll create new webhooks. To do so, you'll just go to new webhook, it'll create a new one, and you'll just rename it whatever you'd like and change the channel to whatever you want the channel to be interacting with. I already have the two that I need, but from there you'll go to where it says copy web URL, and you'll go back to your config cfg.lua, and you'll just paste in the associated webhook or add a new one as needed, following the same format, and make sure it's inside of the quotations. And you'll do that for both of them, or as many as you have. And once you add the webhooks in, you can go back to your Discord and you can escape out, and whatever channel you are using, you'll right click and copy channel ID. And you'll do that for however many you have set up. I only have the two. And once you have it set up, you can save both of those. You can close them out. And now you can go back to your server.cfg and add it to that. Make sure if you change the name of it, you change it here. Save that, and you should be able to start your server without any issue. It will start its own install process, so you don't have to do any other install processes. And if you see could not start, it will restart as soon as it installs all the packages required to run it. Now this process can take a minute to get done. Depending on how your server is set up and how many resources you're loading, it may take longer. If you do see this warning, ignored scripts due to a flag, you don't need to worry about it. It'll still work just the same. This is something to do with one of the packages used from Yarn and from Node. But once you have everything loaded, it should say you have started the resource and you have connected to your database and the bot has started successfully. Now to check if the bot has actually started, you go back to your Discord and it should have it where it's online, and it should say watching 0 players, which will change when you add more players. Now once your bot has been turned on, you can successfully log into the server. And if you have your webhooks set up properly, you will get a new entry in your newsfeed, and it will change your bot to showing it's watching one player. Now it has showed that I have just joined, showing I am in the game right now. Also shows I'm here. Now once you've enabled your bot, everything is working, and you want to add more commands, to do so you'll just go back to your bot, and it'll be under your SRC and your commands folder. Here you can divvy it up however you'd like. I just have the two files. To add a new one, you'll just create a new file that's a JavaScript file that has this command name, and you'll need to do it module.exports equals two squiggly brackets and put whatever it is inside for the command to work. And you don't need to change anything inside of the Discord bot itself. Whatever commands you add into these two files will automatically be uploaded into the actual bot. The bot does not have the capabilities at this current time to do commands externally to affect the game internally and vice versa, but it will tell when you have either died, left, or joined at this current moment. If you have any further questions or request any additional features to be added, let me know in the chat or reach out to me directly.